Sasquatch, Ghost, Dogman, Aliens, Demons, Shadow People, Skinwalkers, even the Fae. Our universe is vast, dark, and wrought with infinite unexplained phenomena. We have tasked ourselves with assisting humanity in finding the keys to unlock the mysteries that abound in and around our world. What we intend to reveal behind the curtain of darkness may very well invoke those fears long tucked away in our memories. We will meet that fear head on as we strive to shine the light of understanding on these phenomena. The goal is to arm you with the power of knowledge to confront and even combat these entities. We welcome you to join us on our quest. We are Midwest Night Watchers.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. Glad to see you all here.
Hope you got your coffee.
It's either real early morning for you or real late at night for you, whichever you'd rather it be.
Or afternoon.
Well, it could be an afternoon.
Yeah. Who knows what it is?
We got Aussie in there. Hi,
Aussie
Sue.
Sue. And Jamo.
Jamo Space. How you doing?
Welcome for tonight's show.
Well, tonight I actually got a couple of the video clips from our Outback. I was going to say observatory, but we don't really have an observatory. It's just our backyard night sky. We got a couple clips. They're a little long, but I think it'll be all right. We can stop it partway in between. We didn't edit it. We didn't do anything with it. We just uploaded it the way it was on the camera.
Well, we could say our research area in the backyard.
Oh, we have a research area.
Yeah, because
Cool.
we have a research area in the backyard. Yeah, we got a special backyard.
Well, I hope everybody's doing good. And so the reason we have the logo up there is because we're going to be doing go back to the phenomenon, because I got some clips that I'm cutting up or going to cut up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some new stuff that people have seen in the background. And if anybody doesn't know, that several of our live shows from that pistol picture, we've had some light anomalies where it's kind of glitched in the photo or the picture and came out and kind of did some little, I don't know, up and down and side to side movements and then disappeared.
And some zips and changing form. And
we had one come out of the clock behind me. We had a couple come out of the tapestry wall hangings behind Jane. And so we got some new clips of that we're going to do next week. And we'll go back to the phenomenon. Then after that, I don't know, we'll probably just get back into storytelling and
something.
We'll figure it out when it comes, I guess.
Well, the nights are getting warm. There may be some more 30-minute videos that we can watch here in a couple weeks.
So we'll just kind of talk a little bit here at the first and see if anybody else joins us. Otherwise, we'll start showing videos and they can jump in wherever they're at, I guess.
Now, keep an eye on the whole screen, because at the beginning, you'll start seeing some things move, and the mic's going to be on, so I'll try to help out saying, I see you on the upper left corner or upper right corner. I have viewed this, and there is quite a few moving objects, and you could probably figure out which ones could possibly be satellites. And other ones start fading out. Other ones start appearing. I'm not sure where they even appear. So there is quite a few phenomena movement in both of these videos. So I hope you really enjoy it. Just pretend that you're sitting in your backyard looking up in the sky.
just, just like what we do.
Yeah, with no mosquitoes.
Yeah, you guys got it
Yeah.
lucky. No
You
mosquitoes.
got the comfort of your recliner and just sit back and watch moving objects in the sky.
Yep, JMO, you join us and you're a night owl now.
Yep. Welcome to the Night Owl Club. Or lounge. What are we?
Lounge.
We're a lounge now. So smoke them if you got them. Make some coffee. Sit back and keep your eyes out. Just watch the whole screen. Just keep your eyes moving all over, and you'll start noticing these things moving.
Well, which one do you want to start with?
Either one of them. One is color mode. We changed the settings on it. So one of these is going to be color mode, and the other one is the settings that I normally use, which is more like a black and white.
All right. Well, here we go.
On your mark, get set.
Let us know if you can see it good or whatever. If you see something, let us know and we'll try to comment on it.
All right, go. Oh my, I hope I can see good with a smaller screen. Here comes something, the upper right corner.
JMO said middle.
I'm pretty sure at the very beginning there was something in the very middle. Now this one in the upper right corner heading towards the middle, that is probably a satellite because you can see how bright it is and how slow it's going. Now these other objects go a little faster than this, so that's how, I do use my app from time to time, but a lot of times you can just kind of pick out what's probably a satellite.
Hi, Josh. Welcome. We're watching a video that we shot in our backyard of the night sky, and there's some moving objects, and let us know if you see anything. Oh, there's a small one going right across, almost getting to from the middle to the left.
That one?
Yep.
Well, I think that's the same one that started
Right.
over here. Yeah. This is from the beginning, correct? It wasn't playing while it was in the background?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Yeah, more than likely that definitely was a satellite. Okay, there's one towards the middle, towards the left, and it's heading straight down. Well, you can barely see it. It's still there, kind of fading out, darn it. There is one that was going down.
I don't know what kind of devices you guys are viewing our show on, but let us know in the chat, if you can see it or not see it, or
If you can get on a big screen TV, that's probably the best. All right, there's one towards the middle, and it is heading towards the middle of the left-hand side. Not going straight across, slightly going up towards The upper left corner. It's heading towards that bright star right now. And then just crossed it. Still going up towards the corner. Hopefully you can see that one.
Now, some of them we think are satellites, but other ones we're not really sure of what they are. I mean, we can't really
That one's pretty faint.
tell what they are, and we haven't necessarily looked all these up to see if they all were satellites, but from what we've been seeing lately in our backyard, we don't think they are all satellites, but we don't know exactly what they are.
I should have went through and wrote all these things down.
So you guys I haven't seen this footage all the way through, so you guys are watching it. This is the first time as I'm watching it. I think Jane's kind of scanned through it a little bit.
Yeah, I scanned through it and kind of went through it kind of fast and saw that there's quite a few moving objects.
Now, normally we break down all the videos into little shorter segments and show you stuff that's actually what we think is something unusual. But this time we thought we'd give you the view that we normally get when we're watching it for the first time or as we're watching it through the camera lens.
All right, there's a really tiny faint one towards the middle of the screen. It is heading towards the middle. It is going a little fast. And it's almost directly in the middle of the screen right now. Boom. It is right in the middle of the screen, going down to the left bottom corner. And that right there is the car lights. I noticed that first time I watched it. It was freaky when the cars go by. You can still see that really faint object going down to the lower left corner.
So if you guys let us know in chat if you can see okay, or if you see something that we don't.
Another one, middle, going down towards almost the middle, towards the right-hand side, but it's more of the middle of the screen. It's almost starting to fade out, too.
They almost said top down.
Yeah. Because there are certain times when I was watching this, there was a few activity, and then there's like a minute or two you don't see anything, and all of a sudden they appear again. I know I saw more than this when I was watching it the other day.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Josh. Yeah, we have a pretty nice little camera, Psionics Aurora, and it does pretty good. We have night vision, we have color on it, but we kind of like the black and white. I think it gives it a better quality. The color kind of gets a little fuzzy and hard to tell sometimes.
Not now.
So are you guys liking the longer video than the little shorts that we do, or would you like to have them broke up from time to time with nothing but stuff that we're seeing that we want to show you, or do you like this kind of preview stuff where we're showing you exactly what we see uncut?
Upper middle. Kind of heading towards the upper middle. That's going awfully fast. I seriously doubt that's a satellite. That's going too fast. And here comes another one down. They just crossed each other. There's another one that is coming down. Hello. Hey, you're going fast too.
JMO's I hope I'm saying it right. JMO says he likes the long video.
Good. Yeah, this is the first time we've done this. Will be like 29 minutes. I just turned the recorder on and I walked away. I still see that little guy. And you haven't faded out yet. I can still see you. And there he goes. Bye. Ah, there was one. I'm not sure if it's this one or the other one that in the middle of the screen we're going to see a zip going up. And it's about like 5 minutes in, so I'm not sure.
Oh.
I haven't seen that yet. There comes one. Middle of the screen, upper middle. Slowly heading down, diagonal.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you, Josh. Yep, that one's still heading down diagonal to the lower left. Yeah, I kind of like the longer ones too. It's just like you're sitting.
I just want to know what you guys think because I don't want you guys getting bored just watching. Because there might be a few minutes here and there as nothing's really happening or it's hard to see, but most of our videos, every night we put up a camera, we end up catching something, and it seems like there's pretty good activity, whether it's satellites or something that we can't identify. But if we haven't mentioned it already, we know we have YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. We're on William Nighthawk's platform, so people can catch them on there. And if you would, please give us a like and heart and hit that notification bell and tell all your friends to join our channel because we're going to keep this going on Night Owl Lounge.
There comes a bright one, upper left corner, going diagonal. That's going fast too. If you remember the very first one, that was kind of going slow. That's why I'm guessing satellites are awfully slow. Well, that was a good one. So just within what, possibly 10 minutes, there comes a middle upper. It's going down. It's slowly kind of heading towards the lower right, but it's still kind of in the upper right area. Still kind of in the middle, real small. I can still see it. That was a little one. I was watching it on the big screen. I think there's more activity. I'm having a hard time seeing this on the little screen, but I am seeing them. Sometimes it's really hard to see these real faint ones.
So this summer we're hoping to get another camera going, and hopefully we'll be able to do some live camera shots as we're talking, and you guys will be able to see it exactly when we do. But we haven't worked out all the technical aspects of it yet, and we haven't really picked out the camera. We got a few that we're looking at, but we don't know for sure. We're trying to figure out how good the quality will be and how easy it's going to be to set up the stream.
Well, I never saw that little zippy zip, unless it's on the other video. Here comes one, real faint, heading down towards the middle of the screen. Heading down towards that one bright star. Then poof, he just crossed it over. Now it's right smack in the middle of the screen. Heading down.
Yeah, JMO, it's same here. We know the paths of the satellites that we usually see every night.
And how slow they go,
And
how bright they are.
we have the apps on our phones and tablets that we can track the International Space Station. We have the apps to track Elon Musk Starlinks. We have star maps that will tell us satellites' path and show us the path. And
Lower left corner, that one looks like a satellite because you can see, look how slow that is going. Because all the years that I have been doing this, the real super slow ones, you get on the app, that's usually a satellite. So, and how bright that is compared to the other things we've been seeing, you can just kind of tell which ones are possibly satellites.
now, in some of our videos, we get power ups where you have the real dim, the real bright, like light up or flash, then they go dim again.
And that's
Which
not satellites.
which you can tell those are different than the airplanes, because the airplanes you'll be able to see as they go across our sky, they'll be blinking or kind of blurry, because the lights are so bright. So you'll definitely be able to tell them. JMO says middle. Now, is this one that we had pointed at a constellation?
No.
No, it's just
No,
up in
this,
this.
yeah, this is not a constellation. This is pointing east.
So our backyard, if you go straight out our back door, faces north, and we have a complete view of the west, the north.
Well, we can see the Quad Cities. We live in central Illinois, so we can see the Quad Cities, which is Illinois-Iowa border. We can see Rockford, which is direct north in Illinois, and then we can see over to Chicago. We see the whole northern sky. I forgot.
We see quite a bit of the east sky too, past Chicago.
Yes. Well, this is the east sky right
right,
here.
right. But I'm just saying. I mean, we have from west to east almost all open in our backyard that we can see.
That was a bright one going up. Right in the middle. Boom. Where did that come from? Goodness sakes. We're not able to push pause and go backward, are we?
I don't think.
I don't think we are. Where in the world did that one come from? That was just bright and all of a sudden went out of the top screen. Wow. That was a good one.
Oh, we can go back.
Oh.
You want to?
No, just keep on going. We probably end up totally losing it. There's just no way that was bright all the way across the screen. It was just like, wow, where'd you come from?
I didn't see it till you said
Yeah,
something.
here's a really tiny faint one, upper left corner, heading down towards the middle of the left side. That's really faint. That's way, way up there. And now I don't see it. Yep, that faded out. That was a faint one. And going through these beforehand, no, I did not see any good power-ups or anything. I was really hoping to catch some power-ups. Which we do have some shorts on our channel. If you go through all of our videos, you go down, there is some that you'll see 2 or 3 in the video, and one gets close to the other one, and one starts brightening up and powering up. And there's no reason for a satellite to do that to another satellite. I was really hoping to get some power-ups or blinks or something. That, hey, we got movement. We've got aliens. Within 29 minutes, as many as we've seen already, that's more than what I saw 4 years ago. We were lucky to see, a few every hour. It just seems like it is increasing, the amount that we're seeing just in a short period of time. Maybe it's the other one that shows a little more. So this one's almost done. We'll talk a little bit and play the other one. But we have seen quite a bit.
So today we were in contact with Andy Decodes, and he's starting a new segment where people send in their original photos or videos or stories from other people that they know of, and we submitted a couple of our videos to him, and he's been in contact with us today, and sounds like he's going to use maybe one or two of our videos in either tomorrow night or in a couple of days. He said I don't think he narrowed it down,
Awesome.
so you'll be able to see on his channel. I think it's 12th Dimension, if that's what he's going to put it on. I don't know if he's going to put it on his regular show, if it's a new segment, or if it's going to be a whole new platform or what. He hasn't really told us. But the videos that they're showing is actually on our YouTube channel. We've already uploaded them there, so you can see those. And it's the one was the Big Dipper, all the activity going in and out of the Big Dipper, where they're zipping in and then they disappear, almost like there's a portal or wormhole or Stargate, however you want to describe it. That's what it looks like to us. That's the only thing that makes sense to us, that they're going in and zipping out.
Yeah, if anyone's new to our channel, which you did mention that you just found us, we've got 3 Big Dipper videos. I actually have around 40, but we uploaded 3. And this was happening last August all the way into September. It happened around 5 to 6 weeks total, every single night, same time, around 10:30 to 11:30, only for an hour. You will see on these videos that they start appearing underneath the handle, and they brighten up, and they're going all different directions. They're not following each other. And then by the time they get into the pan, they just disappear. And with those short videos, you see how many, that's definitely a plane. When you see how many that you're seeing in the Dipper, just imagine that activity for a whole hour. And then after about 5 to 6 weeks, they stop doing it. So the only thing we can think of is it was a portal somewhere in that area underneath the handle. And I was able to capture quite a few videos of it last year. Now you can see a difference of the plane, how bright it is, how big it is, how low it is compared to some of these other moving objects that we are seeing in the sky.
So yeah, a lot of the objects seem like they're way up there. Almost sometimes they're even fainter than the stars, where they look like they're even possibly past the stars, if that can even be. I don't know.
And yes, that's a car going down the road when it shows that crazy light.
So we won't personally be on Andy's show. He's just going to show our videos and talk about them, and I guess the whole premise of the new show is to show stuff and for him to be objectively just describing them and leaving it up to the viewer audience on whether they think it's something, nothing, or whatever you see.
Hmm. It makes me wonder why we missed that zip at the very beginning. It was like 5 minutes in.
Well, maybe we
Yeah, when this ends, we could always scroll back to around the 5 minutes. I wanted to see that. It was a cool little meteor or some kind of a little zip. Well, don't. It must have been the other one. There, towards the middle. Oh, it's just not. It just started appearing. Here comes one towards the middle. It looks kind of blurry, but once again, you can tell it's way up there. Middle of the screen, heading towards upper left.
Yeah, William, there I know there's a lot of smoke in the air in a lot of areas, and there's been a few times that we thought we had smoke in the air.
Oh, this was actually when did we do this? This was about a week and a half ago. Now, yes, it is nasty and icky. If I go out there tonight and film, yeah, it would not be this clear. This was about a week and a half ago when I took these, and it was a beautiful clear night. And the last couple of nights we've had clouds, so I haven't been able to really get out there and do this again. Well, we've seen definitely more than 10. I think we've seen about 15 or so in this half an hour. That's quite a bit of movement for only 29 minutes. We got a little bit more. Okay. This one is almost done, and then we'll let you see the color mode and see if you guys actually kind of like the color mode, if you think it's easier to see the movement in the color mode, if you would prefer this one. That's why I kind of wanted to compare the two. They're both 29 minutes. One will be in the color mode that it kind of shows a little bit of red. You'll see the difference here when we start that one. And I'm glad a plane went through. Everybody knows pretty much what a plane actually looks like. I mean, you can definitely tell that any kind of plane will blink.
Like we said in the beginning, some of them we think are satellites.
Yeah.
But a lot of them we don't know what they are. We're not saying they're aliens or UFOs, but we tend to go that way. But they're definitely unidentified, whatever it is, because we've been using our apps and trying to track what the satellites are. And like I said earlier, we have the apps for the International Space Station. We have the apps for the Elon Musk Starlinks, and some of them could be even government stuff that we don't know about because they don't broadcast what those are either going across the skies.
Well, I'm still questioning if we do have thousands and thousands of satellites. It just makes me wonder if it's another lie. Because there's some nights I'm out there, same time, 3, 4, 5 hours. And once in a while, I'm lucky to see one or two objects moving. Other nights, I see 20, 25 things moving. So how do you explain that? And if there's thousands of satellites, I think we'd be seeing them all the time. And they don't fade out. They don't just appear. This time of night, the sun's on the other side of the earth. So it's not a reflection from the sun.
Thank you
Oh,
for joining us.
we could end this because
Please
that's when I'm moving it over to the Big Dipper and this camera ended.
All right.
So we can just go ahead and end that, and we can start the color mode if you want.
All right, everybody, let
All
us
right.
know what do you think. You guys like that kind of video where it's just one long, big, unedited video, or do you like the ones where we clip it up and show you only certain things that we think are cool?
Hey, hi, Mary. She just pop on. What time it? Yeah, she did just pop on. It was 107. Hey guys, fun stuff to watch. Hey, we got one more for stoners.
Stoners.
Oh, well, smoke them if you got them. All right, so this next one, like I said, we ended up putting it on the color mode. And if you ever seen our mothership video and you don't know what we're talking about, go to our channel and hit videos and go all the way down to the very, very, very first one. And you can tell that we just bought the Psionics, didn't know how to mess with the settings, and it was color mode. And that's why it kind of looks funny and weird.
And that, I believe, is going to be one of the videos that Andy Decodes is going to put on his channel.
You sent him the mothership. Ooh, interesting. Big Dipper and mothership. Cool.
At least
cool,
that's
cool.
what we're calling it, a mothership. We don't really know what it was.
I still think it is. That was low. I've never seen anything that low. It was not Elon Musk. There's no way I'm going to say that's Elon Musk. Nope.
All right, so you guys ready for the next one?
Hope so.
Here we go.
It must have been the other one. The other one, there was stuff moving at the very beginning of the video. Okay, so you can kind of see it kind of looks kind of pink and red and to me, I think black and white's clear, but with things moving, you might be able to see things move better with the color. And I did briefly go through this one. I do know that there is moving objects in this one also. So let us know if you see anything moving. Keep your eyes moving around.
Right.
Click on this. Is it at the beginning? Oh, the end of it. Okay.
Came up saw three objects in the middle in the beginning.
Oh, okay. This one. I missed it. Okay, then this is the one that. Yeah, because one of these at the very, very beginning, you see three things moving. And I didn't even realize it. I just hit the record and just walked away.
We probably should have hooked ours up to the big TV so we could see it.
And I did when I was reviewing. And I know I was seeing more than watching this little screen here. So yeah, if you want to replay this on a big screen TV, you can really see things moving. Well, that's what my sister Mary did. She had it on her big screen TV because I sent her the link the other day, and she saw all kinds of things moving.
So these two videos are the last two that we uploaded on Midwest Night Watchers on YouTube. So you can go and watch them anytime you want. Fast forward them, slow them down. There's that option on YouTube now where you can slow down the video if you want.
Yeah, you can go back and forth and recatch what you saw. Well, so far as just the here comes definitely right in the middle of the screen, going up, heading up towards the middle of the upper screen. Man, it's hard to see. And you're going. That one was fast. I would say that is not a satellite. How fast that was going. That's about 4 for this one already.
Thanks for watching all the videos, Mary.
Yes, thank you, Mary. I appreciate it. I know she had fun the other day watching all the activity. And we will be doing more of these if you guys like these. We can get the smoke out of the sky now. And the sun looks weird. The moon looks weird. Everything is hazy during the day. The sky's glowing. There, that's definitely a plane. That's way up there too. That's smaller than with the plane of the other video.
So we'll see planes coming into Chicago, leaving Chicago, flying from St. Louis over our house and property, and we'll see Rockford airplanes, Quad City airplanes.
Peoria. There comes one heading down. Is that blinking? No, I don't think that one is blinking. Coming down towards the middle. And a lot of times, these last couple of years, when I watch these planes, I'll get my cyanotic camera and I'll watch the planes. You'll see something moving around the plane, like if it's in front or if it's on the side or if it's behind. It's like they're messing with the pilots. I still say these pilots know a lot more. They're just not allowed to say.
Wow, William, I must have missed that. I didn't see that report.
Oh yeah, Vegas. Yes, I saw the videos of that, and Marquise was showing it tonight also. Ooh, that's the zip. Did you guys see that zip? Why don't you rewind? This is the one that has the
If I
zip.
can get it back to there.
Just go back just a little. All right, so keep an eye on the middle of the screen. We went back just a few seconds. You will see a little zip that goes through. There it goes. Meow. I hope you saw it. That's cool.
Now, I always call that a shooting star, but I don't know.
But how do we know? Was it something that came into our dimension or just left the dimension? We don't know that either. You know, we don't really know if they're meteors or shooting stars. Don't know. Well, that was a good catch.
Growing up, we always called them shooting stars, but I don't know.
The government calls them shooting stars and meteors. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if it's something coming into the dimension or something leaving. You know, powering up and getting out of here or just coming in.
Hi, Maggie.
Hi, Maggie.
Thanks for coming. So for all of you that just came in not too long ago, we're showing videos that Jane took in our backyard a week or so ago, and this is the first time that I've got to see them. And we're just testing it out to see if you guys like watching the videos unedited all the way through, or if you like them clipped out. And then next week on our Night Owl Lounge, we'll be going back to some clips of the phenomena that we've been catching.
And we might do some orbs. I did my ATN night vision binoculars, put them on a tripod and hit record, and got about 19 minutes of the field of just watching some orbs and bugs and anything else.
Hi, Katie. Thanks for coming.
Hi, Katie. So what is your opinion? Do you like the color mode or do you like the black and white mode? Or does it matter? About the same? I guess the color just looks weird to me when I look through it.
I don't know. I kind of like the color. It might depend. It might depend on what they're viewing it on and how they're seeing it.
And it might be easier seeing something move when it's.
Maggie said both are fine. JMO said both are cool. Well, maybe we can just mix it up.
Yeah. Change the settings once in a while. Right now, if I went out and did a video, it would look like that because the sky is making everything orangey pink. I don't see much movement on this one.
So if we're able to get the new camera this summer, it'll be in a 4K or 6K resolution. So the resolution will be better, but I don't know. I haven't compared the zoom and optical capabilities of between what we're using now, which is the Psionic Aurora, compared to whatever camera we end up purchasing.
Middle of the screen, there's one heading right into the middle. Not very middle, but upper middle. Not really upper, it's still middle. Heading to the right. Just past those 2 stars. Getting close to that other bright star. Still heading to the right. And that's hard to see.
Maggie said she can see it.
This is so crazy how they just start fading out like that. And then you can't see them. It's gone. I mean, it disappeared before it left the screen. Lower middle, which is down towards the bottom, towards the middle, heading to the right. There's another one. And it's going to leave the screen. And poof, it's gone. Never mind.
So I hope all you are enjoying this, because this is what we like to do. We like to go through the footage and see if we happen to catch anything that's piques our interest, and we're hoping that it does the same for you.
Upper middle, heading down. It's heading towards the right, but it's still in the middle of the screen.
Wish I had a pointer.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe there is a way we can use the pointer. Oh, that one's going pretty fast too. Yeah, that one's going pretty fast. Looks like that one's starting to fade out.
I can still kind of see it.
Yeah. But that kind of changed direction. That was going more diagonal. Could you tell it was heading more towards the right? It was going kind of down. It looked like it was kind of zipping over to the right more.
I did not notice that. Anybody else see that?
Well, when we first started noticing it, it was kind of going down,
right,
and then it started kind of heading more over to the right. That one kind of curved on us. Here comes one, upper left, going straight down. That's real tiny, too. Are you going to stay with us, or are you going to fade out? I can still see it. Now it's heading down to the lower left side.
Left up.
No, that was probably the left. Yeah.
Okay.
Left. The one was going down. Yeah. I mean, this is how I've trained myself. I know where the Big Dipper is, Little Dipper is, all these constellations, and then I just I'm constantly just moving my eyes like you're driving and just watching for deer. You know, just your eyes are always moving. I'm turning around, looking in different directions, and eventually you just, I don't know if it's just me, but you just instantly start noticing something moving.
Now, Katie, we're not sure exactly what these things are. Some of the real slow ones, we're speculating that they're satellites.
Middle, okay, right side middle, that's really, really tiny, heading up towards that bright star. Just past the bright star, it's heading up to the upper right corner. Now, that one has to be way, way up there. That one's small. Wow. I'm sorry for interrupting.
That's all right.
But if I see something, I want to kind of...
Right. I was just telling Katie that we're not exactly sure what they all are. The real slow ones, we're speculating satellites. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat.
Well, get the frog out of your throat.
But a lot of them we can't track. We don't know what they are. They're not showing up on our apps.
Well, a lot of these apps, it only tells us, oh, they're like 2 or 3 an hour you could see. Really? Well, we're seeing a lot more than that moving with our night vision. Middle again, kind of the upper part of the middle. That's really faint, really small. I can barely see that, but I am seeing it move. It's heading up to the upper right side of the screen. Wow, that's real faint.
Yeah, Maggie.
Wow.
We don't have a lot of light pollution right here. We do have some, depending on what night it is. We do have factories and
Left side, going straight down. It is towards the lower left side of the screen. I don't think I saw that up there going down. So did that little booger just appear somewhere too? My goodness.
so Maggie, our camera has a low light capability, so it makes real dim objects show up on our camera. So that was one of the main reasons that we picked the Psionics Aurora.
Now, you see things you definitely cannot see with the naked eye. Oh, I'm playing drum in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. Yeah, this is the part that I'm playing drum in the background. And I think, oh, if Mary's still in here, Mary said that after I played drums, she saw things appear. So there's one heading towards the middle. Yeah, because my sister was saying after I was playing the drums in the background, things were starting to appear. So there's one heading towards the middle, and that's really faint too. There's 2 of them. There's 2 in the middle. Oh my goodness. And that one's going down, that one's going up. Wow, she was right. Yeah, after I played drums. So I am experimenting. I'm playing flute sometimes, I'm playing drums, I'm doing different instruments, and then I'm watching the sky to see if it's drawing them in. Wow, and where did they go? They both faded out. There's another one in the middle. That's the 3rd one, heading towards the right, just past those 2 bright stars. Oh my goodness, there's a 4th one, heading in the middle, coming from the left, going towards the middle. Holy cow, I need to start playing drums more.
Yeah, I see that one.
Yes,
really good.
They really like that Native American drum. And the drum that I was playing this time, my wonderful husband allowed me to spend a little more money because I wanted an actual goat skin drum. And I actually did get a real goat skin drum. And that's what I was using. And that was 4 of them showing up. 5. Here comes another one coming down the middle. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Mary, you were right. After I played drums, they sure did show up. Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, William, that's been all over the news about false flag and our government talking about a U.S. invasion hoax, or actually the people have been on the channels have been talking about whether it's going to be a false flag or not.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, why all of a sudden it's on every single news. It's not just these small news shows. It's all these news are showing the recent report, I guess, of the whistleblower the last 24 hours. And he's going to be talking, I think, this Sunday. He's got the interview and he's going to say what he knows. There's another one in the middle heading towards the right.
That's what JMO just said. This is Big Dipper?
No, this is not the Big Dipper. It kind of looks like it, but it's not. This is another one I pointed east. And so, yeah, what's going on is this whistleblower is saying that he just could not stay quiet anymore. There's a real faint one. Oh, it's gone now. It was down the lower middle. It's gone. Well, anyway, they're saying that we've had a secretive retrieval crash, that they have been retrieving, and there another one coming up through the middle. Oh my. Well, anyway, I guess we've been retrieving craft for many, many, many years, and it's been a secretive program, and the other governments have been doing it too. And this whistleblower is saying that he feels like Congress and Arrow and these other UFO agencies need to know some of this that is being kept quiet. There's just all kinds of stuff going on in the news with UFOs all of a sudden. And then Stephen Greer has a press conference this coming Sunday also, and he says he's got evidence and proof that he wants to present. So my goodness, everyone is saying that disclosure is going to happen this summer. Well, I think it is starting. They are saying that. I was watching a show earlier tonight, and he was saying this, it is starting to happen, that they're coming out in the news and saying, yes, there is craft that is not made by us.
And they've been supposedly collecting artifacts and all kinds of alien
And bodies.
And Linda Moulton Howe just came out not too long ago and said they've had a body for a long time from Roswell and kept it alive in a lab.
Yeah, and they said that was a conspiracy theory. Because I heard that years ago that they had one alive for quite a while. Yeah, there's one in the middle again. Boy, they like the middle of the screen. That must be something. Must like that area.
Yeah, JMO, I don't know why they gotta lie and hide everything from us too.
Well, there's so many. I mean, they don't want to panic the public. Will people not be able to handle it if they think that there is aliens out there?
Day and age, though, who's going to panic?
I know we've had so many movies and this and that, and they've given the slow disclosure on it.
I think most people would say, "See, I told you."
No, I don't want to say, "See, I told you." I just want to say, well, welcome to the club of waking up and realizing that there's stuff out there flying around. They're not just demons, and there is definitely, we're not alone in this universe. And I think they're showing up more and more each year because they're tired of the government lying to us and keeping all this secret and laughing at us, saying that we're crazy. And I think the UFOs are showing up more and more, and there's more evidence to the point that they can't hide it anymore.
Yeah, William, I think we're going to start seeing people all over the world stepping forward and start.
I hope so.
Start bringing all this stuff up about the secret programs and what they've been hiding from us.
Well, it's been close to 80 years they've been hiding stuff and lying to us. So people keep saying, oh, they're going to come out and tell us the truth. Well, they'd have to admit they've been lying to us for close to 80 years. And then, we've got these SSP whistleblowers that claim that they've been taken and used as slaves. There's one left-hand side towards the middle, coming into the middle, but kind of going down. That's a little fast guy, too.
We're just over 3/4 of the video now.
Okay. There's another one on the left. There's two of them over here. One on the left's going straight down. The other one's kind of going to the right. So there's two of them in the lower area. The middle and the left side. So yeah, there's two of them. So I don't know what's really going on, or is this, like people were saying, is there going to be a fake alien invasion to scare all of us? And that's why they're finally opening up and letting news shows. I think CNN was even showing it. And I think people are still laughing, like, oh, they're saying that we got aliens.
Yeah, William, you're right. So we got.
You are right, William.
So we got quite a few people viewing, but not responding in chat. Let us all know in chat if you guys like these videos. Would you like to see more of them like this that we can all just watch together and point out stuff that we think is unusual?
Yeah, because if you like these, right now we cannot broadcast live on our psionics. And we even called the company and they says, no, there's no option that you can just broadcast live from it. So I just thought, you know what? I'm just going to go out there, put it on the tripod, hit record, and we can just watch it together and have everybody have fun. Like, ooh, there's one. Ooh, there's another one. Hey, lower left corner, it's heading up, diagonal, heading towards the center, but it's still in the lower left corner. That's going real slow too. Yep, that one.
Now, it's funny how some of them are real small, which makes us to believe that they're really
Way up
high
there.
up there compared to everything else that normally flies that you see. I mean, some of them look smaller than the stars.
And that one's fading out. That one's already gone. No way that was a satellite. That little booger disappeared on us. And that happens. I can't tell you how many times that you see something, within a few seconds, it just starts fading out and it's just gone. And you can't see it at all on the psionics. There's one heading towards the middle again, going straight across to the right. Actually, I think we're seeing more on the color one than we did the first one.
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah,
I kind of like the color. I don't know.
It makes me wonder if you can actually see the movement better because of the color. That was a good experiment to try. And where'd it go? That little booger's gone too. Yeah, he's gone. The one we saw in the middle, that faded out.
Yeah, Maggie, we don't know. We don't know why they fade out, whether they're...
Yeah, that's a good one. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
There's no... That just appeared. There was no way. That was at the bottom of the screen.
Well, let's go back.
Oh, my goodness. Where in the world did he come from? Yeah, we'll go back. All right. So we went back a few seconds. Does it just show up? Let's see. There's that little one in the middle that we just saw. So shortly after that is that bright one. All right, where are you? This is kind of fun, everybody watching at the same time. All right. Where is it?
Thanks, William.
It'll be showing up eventually.
I don't see it yet.
There it is. I think it's right there. Is it? And it's going to get brighter?
No.
Oh, it's right there. Is that the one that's moving? Yep, there it is. Or is it?
I don't think so.
We didn't go back that far. Yeah, that's not moving. That means it should be showing up here any second now. There's one going down. We didn't go back that far, did we?
I couldn't tell how far we went back.
All right.
I thought I only
But
went back.
But we did go back, so I know we didn't miss that one that was bright. All right. I thought it was after that little one in the middle that we saw. Oh, there's that dog fight.
Did we hear
I don't remember hearing the dog fight.
Maybe we missed it. Or maybe I didn't go back far enough.
Oh, yeah, maybe you did. Yeah, there's that dog. That was a weird dog fight down the road. And they were barking strangely. Makes me wonder if Sasquatch is down there or something. I've never heard dogs act like that a few houses down. Yeah, where did that bright star go?
Oh, but we're probably missing other stuff going on while we're paying attention to that.
Oh, and click on the mouse again and
She
see.
said she didn't think she heard.
I know. So did we?
I think we went
Oh,
too
yeah.
far.
Then go. Yeah, go back some then again.
I don't know where to go though.
Just go like right there. Just click there. We'll watch right there. We'll click the last. All right, we went back a few seconds, or actually 2 minutes. Because I thought it was around that time we saw that one zip in the middle, and then that bright one. So we'll just start all over again. There, here comes the little one. There's. Oh, that's a different one. That's it.
So maybe we didn't
All
go
right,
that far
so
enough
there's
yet.
no. I just might. Yeah, that's the upper one.
Maggie said she didn't hear the dogs the first time.
Yeah, so we must have not gone back far enough to see that bright one. So let's see if we can catch it. And that one we just saw in the upper middle, that disappeared. Sometimes I wonder if they show up for a little bit just to let us know they're there, and then it takes a lot of power to power like that, and then they fade back out. It was around the time that we were seeing something tiny going towards the middle.
No, I think we missed it again.
I don't think so. No, we got time. Yeah, we got time. We went back quite a ways this time.
All right.
Now I want to see that where that bright booger came from. It does seem like sometimes they just appear and then they start moving on. There's a little one, left side towards the middle, going up. And I remember that's the one that we were watching, and it's going to start fading out when it gets to those 2 top stars. All right, so it's coming up.
Yeah, that's cool, Katie.
Oh, cool. There's that little one going to the middle. So I think it's coming up. Unless this is enough. There's a lot of things heading to the middle. Ah, it does come up from the below.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Huh?
Yep.
We must have been not paying attention.
Yeah, I think we were watching that teeny tiny little one. I didn't see that one coming up.
All right.
Now that may be a satellite. It's big. It's going super slow. I'm guessing that would be a satellite. And satellites don't fade out.
Yeah, that's weird how the ones that we know are satellites for sure, you can see them coming, you can see them going past the screen.
And they're very slow. Okay, yeah, we just didn't see it come up from the bottom of the screen. All right, now we'll start hearing the dogs probably barking. Yeah, just listen to these dogs, and I don't recall hearing these dogs down there. Nobody has large dogs down there. I'm not sure what that was, but these 2 dogs are just going spazzo. Very strange barks, and then they just stop, and nobody has large dogs down here. We just have that tiny little black thing that they walk. So I'm not sure what was going on. There's another one in the middle.
And the coyotes haven't been very active here.
Just once. And
And we don't have any foxes yipping.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with those dogs, but I knew darn well it was going to get on the recording, and it did.
Yeah, we agree, Maggie. We don't know what everything on these videos are, but there's some of them are moving awful fast compared to the ones that we know are satellites.
And I have seen bright power-ups that is not a reflection off the sun. I mean, these things are super bright. They're shimmering. And then they go back down to normal size and keep on moving. My best experience is not on film, because if I don't have a camera, they really show up and they will power up and give me bright lights or flash at me or blink at me. If I have the camera, I think it lessens the activity because they know I'm filming.
And if you go to our channel and look at our uploads, you'll see a lot of them where we described them as power ups or whatever, and you can get some good examples of what we're talking about when we say power ups.
Go to Iseti Ranch, or is it Iseti Stargate? Iseti Ranch. Well, you'll find Iseti on YouTube, and he's got UFO video. Well, actually, you're better off going to iseti.com.org, something like that, his website. He's got all kinds of videos of power-ups. He's got the exact same mothership as mine because he saw it about 4 days before me, and I saw his footage. And 4 days later, that's when it showed up in our backyard, which is our first video, exactly looking like his. And he has it at the beginning of the shows. If you click on one of his shows, he's got power-ups and that same mothership that I filmed on the beginning of his show.
Good night, Katie.
Good night, Katie.
Drive safe.
Thank you for showing up. Oh, there's the dogs. Oh, it's Iseti. E-C-E-T-I. I think it's Stargate.
I think it's Stargate.
And he doesn't do a lot of his shows on YouTube anymore because of all the strikes and them deleting his videos. So if you really want to hear what he wants to say, you need to find him on Rumble, because of YouTube not allowing us to speak the truth. But he does have some very good videos of footages, and I mean, there's power-ups and all kinds of crazy lights and orbs, and they have Sasquatch out there.
And all kinds of things.
Well, yeah. It's just an amazing place, man. Yeah, it is Iseti Stargate. What is it called? Iseti Stargate official YouTube channel. And I think his mothership is down there somewhere too. Yeah, it's right there. That's the second time it showed up. That birthday ship was the second time it showed up.
Oh.
So actually, the mothership that he took, I think I saw it somewhere.
Well, I think that's it for the video.
All right. Let's see if I can find it. No, not 4. It would be 2.
So what do you guys all think? You think we caught some good stuff? Did you think they were all satellites? You think there were some unexplained in there? Do you? If you watch it again, see something different, let us know in comments and the YouTube channel under the video, or send us an email at midwestnightwatchers@gmail.com and let us know what you think. And
Do you have the Big Dipper videos on here?
I do not think so.
You don't have them on there anymore? I thought you had them on there. I thought we showed them one night.
We may have.
3 of them moving. I'm still saying this is not Starlink. Not every single night for over a week. Same time between 11 and 12. They just appear out of nowhere. Go away, plane.
video.
Try to take my glasses off.
What do you guys think of that video?
Yeah, so that's what happened last August, September. I don't understand it. I did not film anything for a couple weeks because during that time, I was doing an experiment of going outside saying, okay, I don't have a laser light, I don't have my binoculars, and I don't have my psionics. I just want to experience anything, without filming them. And this started happening. I was going, what is going on? And then I noticed every night it was happening again and again. In about 2.5 weeks, I just went, that's it. I went and got the camera, headed out, and I just sensed in my gut or my intuition that they were telling me, yes, you can record, but don't upload them for a while. So I did not upload them for quite a while. I took about 2 or 3 videos every night, every other night for the rest of those weeks, which is probably about 3 or 4 more weeks after that, and waited a few months, and I felt comfortable that it wasn't happening anymore, and I ended up uploading only 3. So like I said, I should go through and probably upload a few more because it was so interesting on how much activity was just nonstop for that whole hour. It was about like 10:30, 11, but it would stop. By the time he got home at midnight, they were done. And so I know it was about an hour each night, and that was it.
So obviously right now we've been focusing on the Big Dipper, and that's the prevalent constellation in our sky, in our area anyway. And I think in most people's area, everybody knows the Big Dipper. But as the summer goes on, we start seeing the rotation of the constellation. So we'll be doing videos of Cassiopeia, and as the seasons approach, or change, we'll be doing the fall constellations. We'll still do the Big Dipper when we can see it, but we will also have a camera set up on the other constellations to see if the same thing is happening in the other constellations, if we're seeing the same kind of activity, or is it just the Big Dipper? We kind of are interested in see what the comparison is, because we definitely want to do the Pleiadian cluster if we can get it really good, because we did a really nice view of Orion and the Pleiadian cluster, the Seven Sisters, in our winter or late fall winter. It's real prevalent in our sky.
And meteor showers.
So not only are we going to try to do the live videos eventually, if we can work all that out, but like I said, we're going to start concentrating on other constellations and quadrants of stars, and we might, some of them is going to be in the south sky, where these have all been in the north.
Yeah, because I can point the camera over the roof of our house and get the southern sky and see what's going on down there. So, well.
So everybody, please give us a thumbs up on our videos.
Yes, please hit the like button for us.
And after this stream is over, if you can leave comments in our on our YouTube channel, that really helps out algorithms, and we're trying to grow this channel. So please like, share, and subscribe, and tell all your friends, if they're all interested in this stuff. And like I said, some nights we're on the paranormal, and some nights we'll be talking about cryptids or folklore or whatever subject comes up. And sometimes we ask the chat, hey, what do you want to talk about? Because this is really about you guys, and we try to talk to all you guys in the chat and ask you questions and try to answer your questions and ask you your opinions, because a lot of shows we notice that they don't really concentrate on the people in the chat, and that's what we really wanted to do with these late night. That's why we called it the Night Owl Lounge, just like we're sitting there talking about all this stuff, and getting to know all you guys. And I hope you guys really enjoy this content and the format that we got going, because we're really enjoying the time with all you.
Yeah, and I hope you just like the laid back shows that we have. We're not going to have routines and time to do this and time to do that, and we're just laid back and being ourselves try to answer questions. We're not professionals in any way. We just have experienced many different things, many different areas that we're scratching our heads just like everyone else is. I don't know what all this stuff is. I don't know what the cryptids are. Sasquatch, right, orbs. We don't know what orbs are. I do have this field that just is filled with some orbs. At the beginning, I only saw like one or two. So this last time, about a week and a half ago, the same night that I did these videos of the sky, there was all kinds of them. There they are. They finally just showed up.
Thank you, Maggie, for sharing our channel out.
Yeah,
we
thank you,
appreciate
Maggie.
it. That really helps us.
And I do want to say I am pretty sure I finally saw my very first orb with my naked eye. And I'm almost positive. Last night, our clouds were so thick. We had storms on and off. There was no spots that you can see the sky or stars or anything. And I was outside trying to tame another feral cat. Yes, we have another feral cat. Female this time. Oh, I don't know if we're going to have little babies running around our backyard or what. But I was trying to talk to this little new cat that showed up. And I sat down out in the backyard and I noticed something bright because I knew it was dark last time and that everything was dark. The field, the sky was so thick with clouds that you couldn't see anything. And I looked over and I saw this orange light and it was underneath the clouds. And so it was not a plane. It was not blinking and it was orange and it was moving along underneath the clouds and then it just faded out. And I know it was not a plane. And like I said, when you have storm clouds, they're a little lower than regular clouds that are flying through the sky. So I am excited. I think I finally saw my very first orb with my naked eye without my night vision binoculars. And I am excited.
So this time slot that we picked, late at night, is why we called it Night Owl Lounge. And on our Sunday shows, we try to have a guest on to talk about their subjects, whether it's cryptids or UFOs or paranormal or just stuff that is strange and unusual, whatever field they're in. That's what we like to concentrate on. And we've been having a bunch of friends and people that we've got to know that have their own channels and they have their own speciality in a field. But now anymore, it seems like more and more, just kind of like we have an interest in all these paranormal or high strangeness, if you want to call it.
Yeah, some were just in ghosts, and they were only in the ghosts for years. They didn't want anything to do with cryptids. And these last couple of years, now they're squatching and looking for Dog Man, any kind of cryptids.
Hi, Susie.
Susie B, or should I say Susie B B B B B B B? That's what Rob calls her. And then she goes, Rob.
So speaking of Rob, our Sunday guest at 6 p.m. Central on Piercing the Veil on our Midwest Night Watchers channel, Bigfoot Michigan Rob's going to join us.
Yep. Everyone loves Rob. And it's actually a sad experience on what he went through. He doesn't know if it was actually a Sasquatch. This thing kind of shape shifted and changed and looked different. I'm Janie.
I don't know if Rob will share that on our interview, but we're definitely going to get into the cryptids. And I know Rob's starting to branch out his channel now, or he changed it a while back to Beyond BMR or Beyond.
Yeah, and he's got a brunch show on Thursdays. Yes, Jessica was today. Rob is tomorrow at noon. So Rob has a lunch show, and he's on Tuesday nights on Texas Front Porch and his show.
So just like us, we're on a platform with William Nighthawk, where William has shows throughout the week, and on Saturday, Sunday, we have the High Strangeness coffee
morning coffee brew.
And I'm on that with William and Dennis Carroll every Saturday, Sunday morning. And William has shows on Friday, either he alternates them either between Red Rabbit Hole or Becoming Monsters, and he's adding more shows. And
every other Tuesday midnight show was midnight Eastern time. So by the time you get home, they're almost done. I actually ended a few minutes after you came home last night.
And God willing, we're gonna keep doing these shows.
Mhm.
You know, every late night Wednesday or early Thursday morning, depending on how you look at it or where you're from. We're going to continue this, especially now that the summer and nicer weather's here, and we'll be able to get more night sky videos. And if we get the new camera and all that, we'll have plenty of footage to edit or show you raw footage that, you know, if we think it's worth showing you guys, we'll bring that on. And I don't know, we might even add another show depending on what's going on in our lives. I mean, well, tell us in chat or in comments later what you guys would think if we take our past shows, whether it's the Night Owl Lounge, and replay them during the week, or our Piercing the Veil with all our guests. If we pick a day in the afternoon or evening and we'll replay those, and plus have our live ones at their normal scheduled time, would that be something you guys would like to watch or see? Or so
Rerun premieres.
so let us know either in the comments now or in the comments after our show ends here in just a little bit, or even just drop us an email at midwestnightwatchers@gmail.com and let us know and tell us some subjects that you guys like, because we have lots of stories and very vast interest in all kinds of phenomenon, and we know stories from researching all these paranormal and high strangeness stuff for a long time.
I had a thought and I lost it.
Uh-oh. They took it from you.
Yeah, we could always have a Night Owl Lounge show that if we don't have a subject or anything, we'll put the link in chat and we'll have a call-in show. And you guys can pop on and you can share your experiences. We can always do that one of these nights. That would be fun.
And that's another thing I wanted to bring up, that if you guys have experiences or you've experienced something not knowing what it is, it could be cryptid, could be paranormal, could be just weird stuff, you know. If you don't want to be on, you can send it to us through Gmail, through our email, and we'll keep you anonymous if you want anonymous, and we'll read it online on air for you and share your experience.
I was going to say, you can share it with us, or people feel comfortable sending that to Rob. You know, Bigfoot Michigan Rob. He is a story writer himself. He helps Steve Stockton with some of the story writings. And some people don't want to share. They don't want their name known, and they will send Rob an email, and he will turn around and just do like a 15-minute video, and he will share the person's story.
So if it's a story that you don't feel comfortable sharing or wanting to say live on air, you know, you can always send it to us and we'll keep you anonymous if that's your wishes, or we'll say your name and who it's from if that's what you would like to do. We'll do it any way you want, but we really would like to hear your stories. Whether you want them read online or not, just let us know. I mean, we're still very interested. We want to hear all these stories. I mean, that's how you gain knowledge and how you share your experiences with everybody.
Yeah, I think, JMO, you're right. I think everyone has experienced some kind of weird, strange phenomena that they cannot explain, or they just kind of, you know, blow off and go, oh, I didn't see that. I think everyone has experienced something, even if it is like vivid dreams, if not normal dreams, that you remember every single detail and you can't explain it, and you can remember that whole vivid dream years later. That's probably an experience that you went through. And I think we've all experienced this strange stuff that we don't understand, and we can't explain it.
And we've shared our dreams on this this late night Night Owl Lounge series, we've shared several dreams of ours, and mine's usually always of animals.
I've had a reptilian vision, and I've had another one that I was actually on a ship. And other very vivid dreams that just do not make sense, and why would I remember them to this day?
So if you have me on Messenger, or Jane and Chiro Sounds, if you have her on Messenger, or you can send it through there and talk to us. We'll even just sit there and chat with you in Messenger about all this stuff if you like, if you have us. If not, you can find us on Facebook and add us as a friend or request a friendship. And
if by chance anyone out there has a Twitch account, I know that's kind of the younger generation, but us older people are starting to get on there.
We're not that old, are we?
Well, maybe no, we're young. Yeah, yeah, we're still young. Yeah.
We'll see how young I am.
Just ignore all the gray hair. This is not blonde. That's actually gray.
When the hot weather really kicks in and I shave this all down, we'll see. We'll see how young I still look.
No, well, anyway, we are streaming on William's Twitch and our Twitch channel.
So we're on about, between Williams and ours, we're probably on about 8 or 9 platforms or channels that we're going out every time we stream. Maggie's had dreams.
And they're not dreams.
Jamo's had dreams.
Yes, these are not dreams. If you remember every detail, you can remember touching something, smelling something, just details that don't fade away within a few minutes, and you remember years later, you either experienced it that night, or are they past memories of possibly past lives? We really don't know, but those can't be just the normal dreams that we kind of fade out. I do feel like we astral travel every single night. All of us do. And we go someplace and you're with people and you're talking to people. And by the time you get up and go to the bathroom, you forget. And you don't really remember what it was. So I think those are just normal dreams every night. But these other ones, I think they're visions or experiences.
Now my vivid dreams have all been in color. They've been very vivid. I see all the colors. I feel the texture, whether it's an animal's fur, because I usually have dreams about animals, but I do have other dreams. But everything's, I can feel the objects. I'm starting to concentrate more on being interactive in my dreams and be able to use my hands to do tasks during my dreams. I've been working on that really hard, and it's been working out pretty good.
It would be nice. I can't control my dreams.
And so, but my dreams, my vivid ones, are all in color, and most of them have been, even the other dreams are starting to be in color all the time, where before they were kind of like a black and white or a gray scale, if you'd call it that. But talking with Chiro over all these years, I've told her that, when I can see in my mind when I'm thinking of something, and I see my thoughts in color in my head.
Yeah, he can see it like he's watching a TV screen. And
if I'm thinking of a task or something I want to do, it actually happens, or in my mind I can see it like it's a movie playing and it's in color. I can't, other than that, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, pull that one up.
Or what else, as I get the mouse to work again?
Come on, Mousy.
There it is.
There's the Mousy.
So Maggie's saying one of my dreams, it was like I was on a different planet with huge black boxes in a parallel rows for miles, with purple lightning jumping between them. Something recently told me about the Egyptians. Oh, the black cube.
Well, what's with these black cubes? And people are starting to see black cubes in the sky, too.
There's a second part. Yeah, the black box.
Wow. Now, that wasn't a dream. There is something about black boxes and stuff and purple lightning.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow. Thank you.
That's very interesting.
Thank you for sharing that with us. Yeah, you just don't understand some of this. It has to be a real experience that we went through. I don't know. I mean, it's just like, I don't really want to go down the deep rabbit hole, but if you've gone into the secret space program, the SSP whistleblowers, these guys that they're getting their memories back. You know, they either went through not, or what was the brain thing? EEG. I think that's one of them went through that, and then, or they had just something else happened that they start having weird memories come in.
Something's triggering their memories to come back when they're not. They supposedly during the program, the 20
and back,
20 and back, they're supposed to erase your memory.
Yeah, they wipe out. Yeah, they wipe out your whole memory. They wipe out the whole 20 years that they did to you and everything that you are pretty much a slave and this and that and different planets. And then when they bring you back, time travel, and go back into that 8-year-old body or whatever it was that they took you, you wake up and then you live that 20 years all over again. And is that something that is going on that people are saying that there was high technology that they were, memory wiping, even probably our dreams every night? I honestly think we're all taken. I honestly think that every single one of us have been taken one time or another. We just don't remember. But why these last 10, 12 years, more people are getting more memories and more memories. And these whistleblowers of these SSP guys, that they remember 20 years of being in different planets or being in a different island on a different part of the world that they've never been to, but they do remember that they must have been there. So, I mean, are we starting to remember things in our dreams when maybe we all went through memory wipes? Don't know. That's a possibility.
So for whatever reason, something's triggering all these people with their memories, and they're starting to come out and share. Now that we have all these communities and all these YouTube channels, people are finally feeling welcomed or among family, I guess you'd want to say, a community.
They feel comfortable
to share their stories and come out. Where before, they were afraid of being ridiculed or being called crazy or.
Right. And there's more and more of these, male and female, it's guys and girls that are recalling this. And my favorite, if you really want to go down the rabbit hole, look up Tony Rodriguez. It's not Rodriguez with a Z on the end. It has an S on the end. And it's Tony Rodriguez. And if you go to Journey to Truth broadcast on YouTube, you scroll back, I think maybe 2 years, you'll find part 1 and part 2 of Tony's interview. And he will share his recalls and memories and the abuse that he went through. And just, it will blow you away. The first time I watched it, I went, what?
Well,
Are you kidding me? And then there's more coming out. And Tony is so honest that you have to believe him. You just feel that you can trust him, that he is not making this up, that he is actually sharing his memories.
So Josh had an experience where out walking the dog and saw the light in the sky swing back and forth like a pendulum.
Oh, wow. Wow. Interesting.
Susie B needs regression. Yeah, they say a lot of regression therapy helps trigger a lot of stuff.
You just got to find a good right one. It's kind of hard to trust people these days. And some of that stuff is very expensive.
Wow.
To get done to.
Different planet, purple, dark blue sky.
Oh, wow.
There was war with different beings. Oh, wow. Yeah.
That's what other people see too.
Maybe
giant praying mantis beings. They call them mantis beings.
Maybe that wasn't in the past. Maybe that's coming up in the future. Do you know if
Don't know.
you were young or your age now, or
Do we have a parallel world? Is a multiverse? If we are several of us, the 20 and back. Once you get out, Tony's book is amazing. I'm going to get it eventually. Yeah, everyone is. He's working on another one right now, or he just got done, something like that. Yeah, Tony's experience is amazing.
all right,
It'll make
all right, JMO, we'll keep that in mind.
it will make you kind of shocked at first, but then once you start, listening to more. Actually, Journey to Truth did a whole month and a half, I think, a couple years ago. That the whole month, every single show was a different SSP whistleblower that experienced a 20-year and back and being taken. And at first you're just going, oh, no way, there's just no way this is going on. And yeah, it makes you wonder. I'm open-minded to anything. So just, like I said, once you go down one rabbit hole, you just go down another one, and then you have more questions, and you have more questions, and you still don't get the answers of this. It just seems like when you start waking up to this and realize that conspiracy theorists are not crazy, that these things are all coming true, especially on the news now with UFOs, that these things are not conspiracy theories. It's just the government saying, oh, they are conspiracy theories, they're hiding stuff. They want us to think that we're all crazy and, oh, yeah, those conspiracists, idiots. Go ahead. They can call me names. They can call you names. They can call us names. I really don't care. I will go to my grave saying, yes, I experienced this. I experienced that. I believe this. I believe that.
Present day, maybe it was a multi-dimensional. Maybe it was one of your other people in a multiverse experiencing something else.
Wow. Now, the only other being that I saw is I did see a reptilian in one of my dreams. And I do talk about it. It was a couple of weeks ago when I talked about it. And that thing ended up being scared of me and looked at me like, oh, she's one of them. So if you want to hear about that, I do talk about that in a couple past shows. So go, Jane, about what?
About calling you a weirdo. You're gonna say it anyway, I guess. Weirdo.
Well, we are weirdos. Yes, we are.
Oh, that's why William calls everybody weirdo warriors.
Yep, we are weirdo warriors. And now we're a part of his stream. Weirdo warriors. I don't know. They can't keep calling us crazy when these conspiracy theories are starting to show up and come true. Oh, that interesting world.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what the new term for conspiracy theorists is actually truth instead of conspiracy. It's now telling the truth, and because they're all coming to fruition.
Well, they know that we've had UFOs and they've collected bodies for 80 some years or more. Sorry, they've been lying to us. They're, making it sound like, yeah, there's aliens and there's things living on other planets and just making us look crazy. And wait, what did you see?
Out of the corner of my eye, I saw something light flickering.
Oh.
I don't think I'm having a stroke or anything.
I hope not. We're live. I didn't see anything. Wonder if anything showed up. I know our background is not.
It's not.
We lost our phenomenon, our womb feathers, and they're not. That last show that had like 6 or 7 of them. That very last show was.
And we haven't changed anything.
No. I mean, the camera is always here.
Maybe our
chairs are always here.
Maybe they're visiting someone else, or maybe they're in a different part of the house now. I don't know.
Oh. I don't know. But well, anyway, folks, it is 2:26 in the morning our time. So,
Uh-oh.
and we just had somebody pop in. That's, what is that?
I think that's a spam.
Yeah, I think that's a spam too. Gotta keep an eye on that.
How do I get rid of it?
No, that's over on William's side. That's in William's chat, not this chat.
That's on Twitch.
That's on. Oh, that is on Twitch. Okay, and I don't have my other tablet here to get on Twitch.
Power.
Well, I don't need to be in our chat right now. I'm going to Twitch. See what's going on over there.
So we're gonna end this stream. I'm glad you guys all joined us, and we appreciate and love you guys very much. And we're just so glad you joined us tonight, and we're going to continue this. Like we said, we might add more shows, or we might show reruns of our shows, for people for better times, or we might have it live one night, then the next day or afternoon, we might just rerun it for people that have different time schedules. I don't know. We haven't figured that out yet.
And we were going to do every Wednesday. Then we thought every other Wednesday. And now I think we're back to every Wednesday. Sorry about that. Sundays is just going to be our guests.
And I think talking with Dennis Carroll, I think he's going to add a new not platform, but a new show that's going to be his.
Oh, that's right. And it's going to be on this stream, isn't it?
Yes, it's going to be on. It's going to show on our channels and Williams' channels, and it's going to be about folklore and cultural stories.
Oh.
So Dennis wants to get into all the folklore and stuff like that, that people through oral history or oral conversations would have, whether it was on the back porch or the front porch, late at night or whatever, or they get together and start sharing histories and stories. And that's the kind of stuff he wants to get into and share with you all. And if anybody else knows Dennis like we know Dennis, he can talk on just about any subject and has a lot of information.
Well, we can always start talking on, I'm into herbs. I'm in the herbal tinctures. I make my own medicine. I don't trust man-made medicine. And I don't have everything in here, but I've got it on a piece of paper of what dandelion root does, what catnip does, what stinging nettle does. These are not weeds. They're all medicine. It's all medicine. Native American Indians use all plants. And we could talk about that, or we can get back into the crystals some nights, and I can pull out certain crystals and actually talk the properties. There's all kinds of things we can even do.
So we're looking to expand our show and not get rid of anything we have now, but maybe expand on it and start other shows and see how they go, see if you guys like them or not. And
we can do a paranormal night too with our spirit box and see if anything comes through.
Yeah, well, right now we're doing every other Night Owl Lounge. Like we said, this week we decided to do our backyard night viewing, and next week we're going to get back into the paranormal. Like we said, we're going to show our videos of our experiences that's happened while we've been on live. I got a bunch of clips ready, and I got some more to go through yet.
Let's see if they show up behind us again. That will be interesting.
And like Jane said, we'll dive into crystals and frequencies and spirit boxes and EMF meters. So we got all that equipment here, and EVPs, and any kind of rabbit hole you guys want to go down. Like I said, send us a message, through email, through chat, through any way you can get a hold of us. If you have us on Messenger and suggest some ideas or stories, and we'll investigate it, or maybe we've already have investigated. We'll just start talking about it.
No, I just appreciate all of you showing up and supporting us. We didn't know how this was going to go and if we were going to have followers, and this is working out so wonderful. It just surprises us the last couple months that everyone just loves our shows and you're enjoying us, and there's something about us they like.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or I guess we found we're
nothing-
weird, but we found other weirdos that like us because we're weird. Because we don't have a whole lot of friends. We really don't. And I only have just a few that I can talk to that I can't talk about this kind of stuff because they're Christians. So you guys are the ones that are my paranormal weirdo friends that you don't care what we say and you believe us.
Well, if nothing else, we're having fun doing this. I hope you guys are all enjoying it, because I know you guys in chat and everything are showing us love, and you're blessing us very much by it. We feel so blessed.
And once again, how does that dog know when we're ending the show?
I have no idea.
You know how many times we're getting ready to end? She's right above us in the kitchen barking.
No, not this time, JMO. Jane, if you sell any natural meds, well.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I can teach you how to do it. It's so easy. There's certain metaphysical shops that you go into that they have jars and jars of herbs, and I look them up, and there's a website. It was called A to Z Herbs or something like that. It's A to Z, and I'm pretty sure it was A to Z Herbs. And you type in, if it's bee, you'll go to the bees and find that herb, and it tells you all the properties. And what you do, you get mason jars, and you put like a fourth of the jar, if it's a small jar, a fourth of a jar of herbs, and you fill the rest with vodka, and you let it sit for about 6 to 8 weeks, and then you strain the vodka, and the alcohol is gone. So it's just like cough medicine. Our cough medicine has vodka in it. You have vanilla extract. That's vodka. I make my own vanilla extracts. I don't buy this garbage in the store. I get vanilla beans, put it in vodka, let it soak for several weeks, and you got pure vanilla extract. Your cookies and everything, oh my gosh, tastes so much better. So I learned how to do it. You just look up herbs and find out what they do, if it's for stomach or for fever, or there's diarrhea, there's menstrual cramps. There's pain. You get white willow. White willow is aspirin. So when you do white willow bark in your vodka, and then after that vodka sucks all that nutrients out, that you've got a tincture of nothing but pure aspirin.
So we'll plan a show on tinctures and herbal medicine then also.
Too bad you can't turn that camera around and see that cabinet. My cabinet's is right over there, and
we grow stuff on purpose for elderberry to do tinctures and syrups and all that, and we've made dandelion tea.
Dandelion roots. Oh, there's so much that is nutrients.
What most people call weeds, we research them and let them grow. Not only for the animals that come on our property and eat them, the rabbits and.
Oh, I've got baby bunnies in my backyard right now, and yes, they're eating the clover flowers. They're eating the dandelions. People are killing all of this.
So we're probably the ones in the neighborhood where everybody looks at all the dandelions and what they think is weeds, but they're all flowering and they look pretty, and we use them for tinctures and herbal medicine. And you have I keep wanting to say weeds because everybody always calls them weeds. But we have Native American and naturalist books, that tells you, this plant that naturally grows is, it has painkiller properties to it, or the one over here, this other one has, like antibacterial or
Well,
good for healing wounds. And
if I remember right, I'm pretty sure catnip tincture lowers fever. So no, you can't get high like a cat. That's too bad. Too bad you can't get high just like a cat, start purring or whatever. But I don't know why catnip affects cats only. But even catnip, stinging nettle, if you touch it, yeah, you're sorry if you touch it. But if you make actually red raspberry leaf, if you collect a bunch of red raspberry leaves and make a tincture, that is good for menopause and just women problems. I mean, you just look up that herb and it tells you what the healing content is of all of them. Sometimes you just have to go through the root. Sometimes it's in the plant. So I loved looking into all this stuff. And
so we'll plan a whole show on that, or maybe a couple part series or something, depending on how much information or how many questions the chat has. Oh, Maggie, you'll be all right. Don't worry. Worry about doing it wrong or the whole thing. It's simple, and the plants and stuff are very identifiable, and there's a lot of stuff online you can look up for how to identify plants and what plants to pick for what symptoms or what you're trying to do, and everything that we'll tell you is stuff that we've researched or do ourselves. Not to saying that's just like everybody's different. Some people might not be able to handle certain strengths of certain stuff, just like real medicine you get from a doctor or over the shelf stuff. You might have a small reaction.
Bingo. Okay, if you type in Google A-Z of herbs, you will find that website, and it's just A to Z of herbs, and you go down and you've got A through Z, and you click on it. Okay, there's lemon balm. Everyone knows what lemon balm is. You click on that. It tells you it's easy to grow. It's loved by bees. It is introduced by Romans. Lemon balm has been described in herbals ever since, where it was often called elixir of life. Where does it go? It goes down somewhere. Oh, usage. It goes to delivery. So yeah, it's just that A to Z website. You'll find catnip, you'll find dandelions, you'll find all of this, and it will tell you all the content. I guess you can buy it. Some of these. Mountain Rose Herbs, I think, is another one. Frontier, I think, is another one that you can order. Mountain Rose Herbs, I think, is one of the best ones that you can get small little packets.
But as you're traveling, on your route to work, or if you have to go through the country or anywhere, just look on the sides of the roads or in the field. You'll see a lot of these. If you don't happen to have them in your backyard or anywhere close, you'll find them in your area somewhere.
I would be careful if it's close to a field, though, because these farmers spray so much. You might want to go out where it's more nature and kind of
like a meadow,
or if you're
a field that they haven't used
walking in the forest, walking in the forest, because you don't want to get anything that's actually has had anything majorly sprayed on. But I've experienced with all kinds of, with my elderberry syrup, I've experienced experimented with, instead of vodka, I use brandy. And then I tried cherry brandy, and that works the same. You don't have to use Everclear or anything like that. You can use, there's flavored vodka. I have also used vanilla vodka that actually makes things better. So yeah, we can definitely talk about that. If you have me on Facebook, you can always private message me. I can always help you through that way also.
Susie B's into all the herbal and natural medicine, and
she has
some ailments that she's doing stuff with. So Susie, look forward to maybe talking to you, and maybe we can have you come on with us, or if you'd like, and we can all share herbal stuff and remedies and
Yeah, I just,
or at least we can say what you're saying in the chat, when we have it, if you don't want to be on air with us.
well, to be honest, you can find old antique photos of, like medicine men.
There you go.
Back then, medicine men, the medicine back then, the old days, it was tinctures. That's what they used. They used herbs. You get into the 1900s or 1940s or 50s, or whenever this whole world started changing, man-made medicine, and now we got all these diseases and cancer and this and that, and everybody's fighting fibromyalgia. One of the biggest tinctures back then was cannabis. It was a cannabis tincture, and you can see it. You can Google, find pictures, and it says cannabis tincture on it. That healed so many different ailments back then. And look what happened in the 50s or 60s. Oh, it was a bad drug, and they made it sound like that you're flipping out and freaking out. And no, it's an herb, and it actually heals seizures, fibromyalgia, pain, depression. You have problems sleeping. You don't have to smoke it either. I know people that just do gummies or just do tinctures. Some people do smoke, and they're pain free. So I do not see that as a drug. It is an herb. Why did the Indians put it in their peace pipes? They calmed everybody down, and everybody just went ooh, 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 ooh. So it is an herb.
We went a little longer.
Yeah, we went a little longer, didn't we? Yeah.
That's fine. We love talking to you guys. So it's just you just lose track of time, and that's fine.
Thank you. I saw that the other day. Hold on. Yes, I've got mild asthma. I will not go to the doctor. I do not do inhalers. I do essential oils. That's another thing I meant to. I make my own blends and this and that. I have certain blends that I will smell and breathe in and hold in my lungs, and it actually helps with my asthma. I knew somebody who actually smoked, and then someone else the other day mentioned smoking mullein. It is actually good for your lungs and for asthma. I should really look into that also.
Yeah, James, there's herbal remedies for gout too.
I think I had an experience. Was that last summer that I had?
Yes.
Had to call you home. That I was in such pain and I could not move, and I was stranded out in our sunroom. And I called him. The pain was so bad in my foot; it was like a foot cramp that wouldn't go away, and it was hours and hours of pain. And he had to come home and pick me up and take me to the toilet. I said, I gotta go to the bathroom. I can't even scoot across the floor. That gout was so bad. I think that's what it was. I hope it never comes back.
So I got to carry over the threshold again.
Yeah. And then you got a computer chair and wheeled me down the hallway. See, now you got me laughing. You give me an asthma attack. Mullein is good for gout. Oh, cool. Okay. I need to look into that. Definitely. Wow. Yeah, you got me going. I got an asthma attack.
So the only medicine that I don't take any prescribed medicine or any medicine or over the counter very much. I do have a sinus medicine that I'll take once in a while when my sinuses will act up really bad, but that's from far between that I have to use that. But I use turmeric, and I have some vitamin supplements.
We get the dried fruit and the dried vegetable things. I don't know what those things are called, but what is that company that
I can't remember.
Yeah, we got pills that some of them are fruit and some of them are vegetables.
Supposed to be 100% natural, freeze-dried, concentrated vegetables that you get serving in pill form to get your requirements for the day.
I also suggest apple cider vinegar. If you can't handle apple cider vinegar, which I love, by the way, but mix it with grape juice, cranberry juice, something like that. But you've got to get that nasty acid in your system. And he's been doing that, and he feels so much better, just by mixing it with, just grape juice or cranberry juice.
Then we make elderberry syrup. So I love
Yep.
elderberry syrup. I take that quite often, and especially during coming into the winter months, we take the elderberry syrup
Almost daily.
regularly. And then we have tinctures, whether it's Texas or Louisiana firewater or
Yeah.
other tinctures that we mix up, for different ailments, different symptoms, and so that's pretty much what we do. And we haven't really had any bad episodes of anything that we've had to go to the hospital or ER.
No.
And we're going on. Well, I'm going on 60, but
I'm 61. I mean, I've got asthma and allergies, but I mean, we
So-
get a sniffle and, we might have a cold once in a while, but we rarely get majorly sick. You got, that the main thing that's going on these last several years is you've got to build your immunity up. If you look up elderberry and elderberry syrup is super easy to make. And you can buy dehydrated elderberries on Amazon and make your own syrup. And there's tons of YouTubes on how to make the syrup, and it tastes wonderful. Some people put it on pancakes, but that is one of the best things to build up your immunity and just to fight off anything and everything. And believe it or not, echinacea flowers or cone flowers, if what everyone has, echinacea and cone flowers, they come in different colors. That leaf is very high in immunity. And I actually add echinacea. I have my own flowers in the backyard, and I dry the leaves and the flower petals, and I add them to my elderberry syrup. So you've got to build up your immunity.
So yeah, my turmeric does have black pepper in it,
Okay.
and also has some other things, and I'd have to look it up, but it has the other essential minerals in it to help activate the. Oh, I can't think of what it is.
Right. So I tried the turmeric, and I did the turmeric paste and the little turmeric hot drink that you did. I experimented with all that kind of stuff too.
All right. Well, I think
I'm just starting out with herbs or.
Yeah, I think she's starting to look up into the herbal. And
Yeah, see, some people.
Susie's been giving her ideas.
Some people love apple cider vinegar. I don't mind a shot of apples, and try to get Bragg's. Don't get the generic apple cider vinegar. I know Bragg's is a little more expensive, but you really want that mother in it. That the culture. That slime and stuff down in the bottom, and shake your bottle. That Bragg's is actually the best. You really want to get apple cider vinegar with that mother culture in it.
Now we've also made our own apple cider, and some of it we've let it ferment.
Primrose.
Not necessarily to make alcohol, but like a hard cider. But some of it actually did turn into vinegar. And we also do that with our grapevines. We have grapevines that I had from my father's plants, and we transferred them here.
And my neighbor has apples this year. She didn't have any apples last year. We're going to have apples this year that I can collect.
So we do our grapes that way too. And we ferment some of them, and we turn it into almost like a grape vinegar. And that's usually what I like mixing in with my teas and drinks, is that grape vinegar tastes really good, has a really good taste to it.
But are we healthy people? No. I smoke. He smokes. We drink, soda once in a while. I drink coffee. I eat candy once in a while. No, we're not 100% organic and, one of these type of people. But body-wise, I just try to keep our immunity up, just to fight off all these sicknesses, the chemtrails, stuff is in our water, stuff is in our food. I mean, we can't get away from it anymore. So you've got to go holistic and try to keep your immunity and your body healthy.
There's a lot of leaves that you can eat, and flower petals and
leaves.
all kinds of stuff that are good for you. I mean, we've made wraps and stuff out of our grapevine leaves.
Plantain. It's the big, they're big green leaves, and they grow all over your yard. If you look at plantain, you can make a salve out of it that you use with coconut oil. And I don't remember how. I had the recipe somewhere. I probably have it written down. I still have jars of it. that you put on burns or insect bites, and there's just so much.
Coffee. I'm sitting there trying to think of what is that? Then I realized coffee.
Coffee.
That's how slow I am right now.
I like my coffee, and we like our cigars. You can go ahead and just laugh. Ooh, jalapeno leaf. Ooh, you probably like that.
Well, I don't think the jalapeno leaf is actually spicy.
Spicy like
I think it's just the fruit itself. I could be wrong.
Yeah, and there's just old wives' tales out there that you can go ahead and do the berries on this plant or this and that, and then other people say it's poisonous. Well, when you hear wives' tales that it's either or, I stay away from that plant altogether. I will not.
Well, like the poke.
That's what I'm talking about. The pokeberry.
Any of that.
Yes, the pokeberry. People make pokeberry jelly and stuff. I don't.
You can triple cook it and strain it and get rid of the majority of the poisons, whatever they say is poison. And I mean, down south you have pokeberry salad anyway. So
right.
Or poke leaf, I should say, not the berry necessarily, but people do that with the berries too. And there's all kinds of plants that you can do that with.
And there's some plants you just do the root. Some plants you just do the leaves. Some plants you do the berries. So,
but other than doing the herbal tinctures and herbal medicine and stuff, I think that both of us just got blessed with pretty good genes. I mean,
you're rarely
my mom's side was 100% Swedish, so I'm 50% Swedish, and my dad's side was French, so I'm 50-50 French and Swedish. So whatever that makes me, I don't know what kind of
Swedish French
nationality, and we led a pretty simple life, and I just think that this attributes to our natural health. I don't know.
But if you go to that website, like I said, save it on your bookmark or whatever. That A to Z is probably one of my favorites where I got information. Oh my goodness, that was our youngest daughter wasn't even married yet, and she was home when we were doing a lot of this. So it's probably been 10, 12 years now that I started getting the essential oils. It was around 2010. Yep. Around 2010 is when I was getting in the essential oils and herbs.
No worries,
the fire cider and the Louisiana fire cider and all that stuff.
We don't have to get to bed.
No, we don't.
We're really are night owls, but we just try to go to bed at a certain time so we can get up in the morning or whatever. But I work afternoon, so I don't have to get up at any specific time in the morning.
Yeah, you don't have to leave until around 1 o'clock, and I can't sleep anyway. Even if I go to bed right now, I will be tossing and turning for about 2 hours. And it's around 4 or 5, and I finally go to sleep. Then I'm dead until like 11, sometimes noon. There was a couple times that I woke up at 12:30 and he was coming into the bedroom getting ready for work. I'm like, oh man. So yeah, we're late people. He don't come home till midnight. So I'm actually wired. Actually, before you came home, I was dead. I was tired. I just went, I don't know if I can do this show.
Yeah, that's what we like.
Now I'm wired.
That's why we like doing this show and talking to you all in chat. It's just like, keeps our mind active and makes us think about things, and we can share information, that we have, and we can learn stuff from you guys in chat. Like Susie's been telling us a lot, and JMO, and
we can help
Maggie, and everybody here that's sticking around and
learn from each other. Another place that I got a lot of information is on Pinterest, and I know it was popular years ago. Not too many people may go on Pinterest anymore. But you make your own boards and you save all these things. And I have a whole board of nothing but essential oils, and then a board of nothing but tinctures, and learn how to do them and what these herbs mean. So, just like I said, that A to Z is a good one. There's books out there. I've got a wonderful book upstairs that I don't think it's down here.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it's upstairs on Native American Indians and what they believe in what these plants do.
Anyway, Maggie, just like Susie just said, it's small doses. Most of the stuff that we take is in a bottle with an eyedropper, and you just take a couple of drops, during the day or a couple of times during the day, and you just slowly add that to your routine, and your body will tell you, what the right amount for you is. And you know, like Jane said, the alcohol evaporates out of the. I don't know if it. I guess it
Yeah,
evaporates.
the alcohol. Yeah, it's.
And
You still
so
have
then
a
you're
strong
just
taste.
you're just
You're
left.
you're not going to get drunk.
You're left with the natural minerals and I'm gonna say fluids. I don't know if that's right, but the liquid from the herbs because it absorbs into the alcohol. And then when you strain it, you know, you get rid of all the leftover plant material. And there's stuff you can do with the leftover plant material. Some of it you can bake and cook, and you can use it as paste, as for topical creams. And I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff you can do with the natural stuff. There's no real wasted byproduct really in a lot of it.
Okay.
So I wouldn't worry about thinking that you're going to overdose or have bad side effects. I mean, your body will tell you what the right amount for you is. I mean, you don't drink it. You don't pour the whole amount in a glass and drink it. You know,
No.
it's eyedroppers. It's
You need, if you're going to get into the making tinctures, you've got to get this. These are blue bottles, but
the brown is
it's
better.
brown. You get brown or you get blue.
It's got to be dark.
Yeah, it has to be a dark bottle. And you can order these on Amazon. They come in different sizes. They come small. You can buy tinctures in a store. This is actually the white. Can you see that white willow? Yeah, this is actually the white willow, but I've made my own white willow. You can find white willow bark, and you don't take too much. You just open it up and you squeeze it, and you can't. Oh, this is all dark and dry. Well, you can't see. Well, anyway, you just do a little bit at a time, and you're not going to get drunk or anything like that. It is natural herbs, natural medicine. They come in bigger bottles, so when you make a tincture, you can store them in these larger bottles that just have a cap, and then you can put them down into the smaller ones that have the little squeeze bottle. This is actually Bunagreek. And what was this one? Sassafras. Yeah, this is a bitter. I've also made bitters that people make. You know, you can put strawberry in it, apple. You can do cranberry. You can do coffee. This was the sassafras bitter. So I guess it's another name for tinctures. You can find these large bottles that have the lock jar. You know, the lock. But once again, it's the brown amber.
What is Susie's comment? That's what I was laughing about. She's bringing a tent.
Come on over.
You can actually stay in the house. Well,
Yeah.
we have room in the house.
So, but
all the kids are grown up and gone, so it's just me and Mama here.
And 50 plus chickens, 2 goats, too many cats, and a dog. But anyway, I've made a list on the computer years and years ago. And this is where I go back to my tincture recipes. You know, it says for a cold. I wrote out the things, what helps the cold, what helps the cold symptoms, echinacea, ginger, thyme, burdock, lemon, what helps migraine, lemon balm, feverfew. I just went on and I just saved all this stuff and then I printed it out. So when I do need to make a blend, I'll look and see, and I'll get this tincture and I'll just squeeze a little bit and I just kind of make a blend and do my own thing.
Not only tinctures and stuff like that, but look up survival guides, because a lot of the survivalists will tell you herbal stuff that you can find out in the forest or in the meadows to make pastes and all kinds of stuff like that for natural remedies. Because
old-fashioned remedies.
Because when the time comes, you're not going to be able to go to a doctor. You're going to have to mend for yourself and fend for yourself and take care of your own body and your family. And so there's a lot of recipes and stuff. I mean, there's like, you know, stuff on cinnamon and
Yeah.
red pepper and mustard, as coagulants for when you get a cut or a scrape or you're bleeding, it stops your bleeding, it'll heal you that way. Then you can take care of it with the antibacterial salves or creams that you made on your own. I mean, there's just so much stuff that this earth provides for us, and we've lost a lot of that information, but slowly people are starting to dig in the old archives and bringing it out. If you ever get a chance to read any of the Native American stuff, I mean, they specifically told you it might be different names of the plants or what we call weeds or people these days call weeds, but they identify them. Then you just got to look up what they really are for the English version, and they have recipes for all this stuff. I mean, the Native Americans used the land very. They were very good stewards of the land and able to cure themselves, and even a lot of the Native Americans have lost that history, but it's still out there and it's still being spoken orally through the tribes and the ones that are still practicing it. But it's very good information if you can look it up online or find a book, and there's a lot of good books out there.
Master Tonic.
Master Tonic, yeah, that's what we
It's either
take.
called Master Tonic or Louisiana Fire Cider. That stuff will make your nose hair curl. You have a sickness or an ailment, you take a shot of that. I swear it kills anything and everything. And I'm going to share the ingredients with you.
Now, if you use oregano, which that has in it, you got to use a very, very little.
Oh, that oregano, yeah.
Very, very little oregano. I mean, that
oil.
is,
If you get pure oil of oregano, you need 1 drop, and you got to mix it with a bunch of stuff.
I think one drop's too much a lot of times, depending on how big of a batch you make.
All right. Master Tonic. It is a natural remedy for any number of infections. It can cure far more than just a common cold. It's a natural, antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, and antiparasitic. I've often seen it referred to as a modern-day plague tonic that can cure most chronic conditions, stubborn diseases, and antibiotic-resistant infections. Master Tonic will take care of colds, flus, fevers, ear infection, strep throat, bacteria, antibiotics. It has, and you can find it like on a YouTube on how to make it. It's got ginger. I'm talking fresh ginger, onions, horseradish. Oh, I'm sorry, garlic, onion, horseradish, ginger, hot peppers, and apple cider vinegar. And you put all this in like a chopper or a blender, and you just let it all mix and soak. And you take 1 shot. I mean, when it's done, you strain all the onions and garlic and everything out. And what I did, I saved all that wet gunk and I dehydrated it and powdered it up. So then I added it to soups and stuff like that. So you have a nice spicy soup. But then when you drink that drink, oh my goodness. I mean, it will knock everything out.
Not to mention all the roots and mushrooms and fungi that you can add to your soups and stews and
Mushrooms?
Not necessarily the psychedelic mushrooms,
Mushrooms?
but shiitake and morel mushrooms and there's just so many different mushrooms that you can eat, that just grow naturally. But we don't really get a chance to talk about herbal stuff very much, even though we're pretty deep into it and practice it every day on a regular basis.
Oh, I used to have a group years ago on Facebook that was on all these old-fashioned remedies, and
that's where I was.
You put, what is it? You put an onion on the bottom of your feet and put a sock on it. It's supposed to help with this and that. people don't use Vicks anymore. I mean, my goodness, our mothers when we were younger smeared Vicks all over our chest when we were kids. And when I was sick, our doctor told my mom not to call him or to come see him unless our fevers did not go away for like 3 days. Then go see the doctor. These days, it is my opinion, but it's just like your kid sneezes, oh my God, they send them to prompt care. I'm thinking your body is such a natural, amazing instrument that it does heal ourselves. You've got to have your body fight this stuff off and, do it naturally instead of throwing all this man-made medicine stuff in you and, just let it ride its course. If you got a cold, hey, you got a cold, you're not dying.
Now, Susie's talking about they made salves, pine sap, and beeswax.
Yes.
Now, I love bee propolis. We use that a lot, and pine needle tea is very good for you, and even the pine nuts. That you eat. And speaking of nuts,
pine nuts are good.
I was going to bring this up earlier that when you go and get your fruit or whatever, like say a peach or whatever, you cut open the pit that everybody throws away.
Mainly an apricot.
Apricot or peach.
Yep.
So cut open that pit. Now be careful that you don't cut yourself because they're very hard. Sometimes you have to crunch it, but there's a nut inside that seed, which is the part that is supposed to grow into another plant or tree. You eat that, and it has a little bit of arsenic in it. It's not enough to kill you or anything like that, but it's very beneficial to your body. And the Bible even talks about eating the nut of the fruit.
Good night, Maggie. We love you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, I've been talking so much,
And
I lost track of the
A lot of people say, oh, you're not supposed to eat that nut because it's poisonous. No, it's actually very healthy for you. It is a good, what is it?
It's got a lot of antibiotics.
Cyanide or
no, it's arsenic.
Arsenic, yeah. But it's the good arsenic that your body actually needs. So yeah, eating
well, no, it might be cyanide. I think it is cyanide.
Okay.
Oh,
same thing as the apple seeds.
Knows. I can't remember.
Right. Same thing as the apple seeds. They say don't give your chickens apples and apple seeds. Well, they need to eat buckets and buckets of seeds before they croak over and die. They can eat apple seeds. It takes an awful lot to actually cause poison. Master Tonic's good.
It's very strong.
Some people call it Louisiana fire cider, but yeah, it's got got the garlic, onion, horseradish, all that stuff in it.
Cinnamon or red powder, cayenne pepper. That and oregano.
And then yes, I did order on Amazon a bottle of pure oregano. And it's not essential oil. It's not an essential oil. It's pure oregano oil. Make sure you get the kind that is food grade. But yeah, like one drop, I mean, your flu will be gone.
Yeah, I don't know. I think fire cider is the same. It's probably pretty close to the same recipe.
Yeah, same recipe, just a different name. We used to go down to Baton Rouge and visit some friends many years ago, and that's what they called it down there. When they made it homemade, they called it Louisiana fire cider. But the main one is Master Tonic. And you can find recipes on how to make it and this and that online, and they show you how to do it and step-by-step process. And that's how I learned. And do I remember all of it? No, I probably have to go back and go through the instructions all over again. But it lasts a long time. It makes a big, giant jar. And so I still have some that I made several years ago, and it never goes bad. All these tinctures, I mean, they don't go bad. So that's one nice thing about it. Yeah, cyanide. Yep, same with apple seeds. But it's actually supposed to be good. It's kind of like the probiotics. You've got to have bad bacteria and the good bacteria. It's kind of like the same thing. Our body does require some of this stuff. And your body is so strong, it naturally fights off a lot of this, if your immunity is strong. So you're already weak and sick.
So just like the old wives' tale or whatever about eating watermelon seeds or apple seeds, they always told you that it would grow in your belly or whatever. And I think that was just a wives' tale for
Mm.
the societal powers to try to get us away from having healthy stuff.
Well, I don't remember it was just about a week ago. It's somebody in this community just had a show and they were talking about apples and apple seeds and all of this. And they said the old saying, eat an apple a day keeps the doctor away. They're not talking about eating some apple slices. They're talking about eating the whole apple with seeds. You eat the whole apple a day.
And if you can stand it and get used to it, you eat the core of the apple also.
Yeah, right. And so they say eat an apple a day, keep the doctor away, because our body does require some of this stuff that they're saying, oh, it's poison. You're not supposed to do that. Stay away from it.
And just like bananas, you're supposed to actually let them brown, not just ripen, but brown, where they're almost black or they get the black spots. That's when they have the most beneficial antibiotics, nutrients, minerals in them. That's when they're building up the most, and that's when they're most their strength is at their top peak performance for your body. And so I remember my aunt, she would eat the most ugliest banana that you would ever. I mean, most people would have thrown that banana away, but she would eat it, and it would be, not only the peel would be brown, but it'd start being a little brownish on the inside of the banana. And she just loved it, and she was as healthy as a horse.
Well, I still say, I mean, no, we didn't have penicillin and some things that is required, now that does save lives. But back in the 1700s, 1800s, early 1900s, there was no of these crazy diseases. And, I mean, there's just so much. When I was younger, I don't remember people going around being in pain because of fibromyalgia. There's just so many new things and new things and new things and new ailments, and it's, we've ruined the ground. We've ruined the plants, we're poisoning everything, and it's in the air, like I said.
So if you have a place to grow your own garden, we suggest that you grow your own garden so you can have your own fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. And, and beneficial, the seeds are so beneficial for, either watermelon, cantaloupe, apples, whatever seeds they are. There's always a purpose for those seeds other than to regrow the plant or the fruit. I mean, chickens, we talk about this all the time. Chickens eat the pumpkin seeds.
Pumpkin seeds are deworming for chickens. Yeah, you give them pumpkin seeds, it's deworming for chickens.
I mean, for goats and for your livestock. I mean, there's obviously a natural beneficial element to these seeds that everybody our whole lifetime has been telling us not to eat or that they're bad. You get rid of them.
Black walnuts will help with parasites.
And if you can get a dehydrator or dehydrate them, whether you use the sun or if you just buy a professional or a store-bought one, we suggest that you dehydrate your seeds, and have them as snacks. Pumpkins and apple seeds and all that is very good as a snack. And you can just do so much with the dehydrator. And
no, I did all kinds of things with the dehydrator. I mean, when I made my homemade spaghetti sauce or tomato sauce, and I would can it, all the seeds and the skin and all the leftover that I saved in the little strainer that you strain everything, I would throw that into the dehydrator and make this almost like fruit roll-ups. Remember the old-fashioned fruit? Do you even see them anymore? Those fruit roll-ups that you open up.
I think they still have them, but
I kind of made fruit roll-ups for my chickens of all the tomato seeds and the skin and just all the crap that you normally would just kind of throw away or throw in your compost. So yeah, I love dehydrating.
So there's all kinds of stuff you can do with your food and byproducts and natural stuff from your fruits and vegetables, don't throw it away. Just look it up or ask somebody or Google it or whatever. Obviously you got to check your source and make sure that, that you see it in more than one place and something that's reputable. That's what we had to do all these years. We'd see something, then we'd double check it and make sure, okay, is everybody saying the same thing about this process, or is it okay to eat or not, and buying books on what mushrooms are good for you, which ones are poisonous. I mean, you got to do all that stuff.
Yeah, 'cause that's right. We were going. It was. Oh, was it certain kind of mushroom that we were finding in the woods? Chick something.
Yeah, chicks and hens, and
it was some kind of a special kind of mushroom that would grow on the side of the tree and make layers or like shells of the mushroom. Those were actually really good. But you got to get them really young, or they get
they
like
get
shoestring.
They can get rubbery.
Yeah, you
and
got to pick them real young.
Get kind of tough, but if they're young, oh, they're really soft and really good. Well, everybody, I think we're going to call it a night, and we'll have to.
We have no choice. The dog is saying, "Time to stop." She's up there barking.
So we will have a show on natural remedies and herbs and spices and everything that we've talked about tonight. We'll go more in depth with it, and we'll have to hook up with Susie B and see if she can come on with us and tell her experiences with all this herbal medicine and natural remedies. And
we might be on every single night of the week now. Who knows?
Oh my gosh.
No, you're going to have to quit your job.
They probably wouldn't be able to stand us if we were on every night of the week.
I just, me being, I was a stay-home mom. Our last child, I actually homeschooled. And so we just had time to learn this stuff, and we were hooked on Pinterest and just got in the essential oils, just learned them and learned them and learned on herbs. And I'm not a doctor or an expert. I relied on Pinterest and some of these websites and just did it myself.
I would really like to know who the other people of the 7 that hasn't been in our chat are, that stuck with us the rest of this whole show. Thank you very much for watching us to the end.
There is
whoever
7.
You guys all are.
I think we had 11 at the most, something like that. Well, yeah, I appreciate this and all of you guys showing up. We just love every single one of you guys, and as you can tell, we're just being ourselves.
And every once in a while, we actually have some knowledge that we actually can share, that all of a sudden, once we get on a subject, we start remembering all the stuff that we've researched through the years, and it all of a sudden it just starts coming out. And Susie B and Maggie and JMO and all you guys start jogging our memory, and all of a sudden we start remembering, oh yeah, by the way,
in the past couple of years, it's been UFOs and Sasquatch and all these other things. And actually, this secretary over here is just filled with all my essential oils. I mean, I just got tons and tons of essential oils.
So we are planning. Before this subject came up, we were planning on doing a show about crystals and gemstones and all the properties of them. And so now we can add the herbal and tinctures to that kind of a show, and should be some good information.
Susie B just needs to come and camp out in a tent.
You can come over and check out our recipes in our tincture closet.
Yeah, I have a closet over here that's he made some shelves for it, and it's just filled with all of my little amber bottles or my blue bottles, and just got all kinds of things in there. And like I said, they last for years. And I really don't even take too much of my tinctures much anymore.
Now we started getting when Jane was selling gemstones and crystals, we got the onyx and the rollers for essential oils.
Oh, yeah.
Amethyst. You get the
Oh
they had
I forgot about.
they were made out of the crystals
Oh my
and
goodness.
there were actual rollers that you'd roll on your skin with the oil. So you not only did you get the essential oils, but you got the benefits of having crystals on your skin and on your
I
body.
wasn't able to sell any of those. I forgot they're underneath this pool table here. I've got tons of those bottles.
Maybe
I could start
maybe during our
shows.
herbal
We'll give,
herbal show we'll give one away.
yeah. Yeah. Oh my good. My inventory is crazy. I got water bottles, drinking bottles that have crystals in them.
So everybody that's still out here in chat, remind us. And when we do our herbal and tincture and natural remedies, maybe we'll do a giveaway of a roller for essential oils, and we'll do some small crystals because we still got a lot of stock of crystals and gemstones that we could possibly ship out to somebody if it's not too far away.
Oh, I thought it would have it close. I would show everybody. You know what? No, we're getting close. If we ever, our subscriptions are going up. We get to a 500 show. If we got 500 subscriptions, I may give away one of those drinking water bottles, and they can choose which gemstone they want.
Yeah, so when we were selling those, I don't know if you told them, but we bought glass drinking bottles, and you have a crystal or a gemstone inside of it for amethyst and all different properties that it absorbs into your water.
Yeah, there's those.
Well, those aren't the ones though.
Those are the ones for essential oils.
So these are the essential oil ones that you add your essential oils and get the properties of.
Yeah, and it's roll on. It's got the roll on.
So we got jade and we got amethyst and
lapis
and all kinds. So you add your essential oil to that, whatever you're wanting to make or for whatever you're trying to do.
We got green aventurine. Now this is what I'm talking about. It's one of these drinking bottles, and this is the black tumulated quartz in this one. You put the water in it and you get the properties out of it. I think I've got 20 of these bottles left. So my goodness, if we get a 500 subscription, we'll do a special show. I've got amethyst, there's rose quartz, I've got clear quartz, there's some fluorite, not fluoride, it's fluorite. So yeah, spread the word around. If we get to 500 subscriptions, I will.
So everybody
give away one of these
everybody's still left in chat or just kind of lurking in the background, or you watch this later, share this with your friends and family if they're interested in any of this herbal or natural remedies, and maybe they'll win a prize. Maybe we'll give some of this stuff away on that episode. And like I said, we'll try to get linked up with the time with Susie B to be on here with us, and so she can share. And so invite all your family and friends and bring them over to the channel, and we'll do that. We'll have a giveaway.
Yep, we're definitely getting up there and having have a special giveaway show. That would be a lot of fun. Because yeah, we are now at 279 subscribers, and just last week, we gained about 100. I don't know. We are getting more subscribers. Thank you very much.
I'm starting to lose track.
Thank you so much. We did not think that this was gonna take off like this. I really did. Yeah. That's just amazing.
By the time I see how many people we have, and then by the time I get ready to tell Jane, it's changed already. So I don't. It's hard.
So we're getting close. We'll do a 500 show, and we'll do some very special giveaways.
Well, I know we've said this about 3 times now, but we are gonna end the show.
I'm looking at our chat. All I see is Sudabi, 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 Sudabi.
See, she should have been here on this one. She should have just popped in on this one.
I can't go. We'll go to bed, but I know I won't sleep for a while.
We're probably going to be laying in bed talking about all this stuff before we fall asleep.
Yeah, we should get going. My goodness. Thank you so much for, staying with us. How many do we still have on here?
6.
We got 6. Okay. Well, we love every single one of you guys. You can be in our chat Friday night during William's show or Saturday, Sunday morning. We will be streaming William's show.
And don't forget BMR on Sunday.
Sunday night.
Michigan Rob.
You can't miss Rob. And next Wednesday, Thursday, whatever you want to call it, he's got one of those Wednesday nights. We've got like 6 or 7 timestamps of more phenomena that night. So we're going to break things down and see if we can have anything show up.
Plus our last show with Taryn Kepler from Paranormal Brew. Somebody said they saw something
by her
head on her.
Oh yeah.
She was on our show but streaming from her studio, so she had something happen behind her that somebody in the chat noticed, so we have to clip that out.
Oh yeah, I got to go back and see what that was.
So if you guys want to go back and watch that show, see if you can see anything in there, because we know some stuff happened during that live broadcast also.
All right. So anyway.
All right. We're going to say goodnight for real.
We're going to say goodnight for real this time. No joking. What do you want to talk about? Just kidding.
So in that, we'll say thank you all for being here. We love you all. We
love you.
We hope you have a blessed rest of your week into the weekend. And you've blessed us so much for being here. Thank you. And we hope to see you all again later.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Sasquatch, Ghost, Dogman, aliens, demons, shadow people, skinwalkers, even the Fae. Our universe is vast, dark, and wrought with infinite unexplained phenomena. We have tasked ourselves with assisting humanity in finding the keys to unlock the mysteries that abound in and around our world. What we intend to reveal behind the curtain of darkness may very well invoke those fears long tucked away in our memories. We will meet that fear head on as we strive to shine the light of understanding on these phenomena. The goal is to arm you with the power of knowledge to confront and even combat these entities. We welcome you to join us on our quest. We are Midwest Night Watchers.